Hey y'all. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiona, and if you are new here, I do mainly gaming and diamond painting content with a little more focus on diamond painting lately. This is a WIP and chat, and what I'm going to do is be working on my WIP while I sit here and chat with you. A WIP is a work in progress. I feel like I don't need to explain that. This is my second take at this WIP and chat. Yes, that beautiful nail right there. Sponsored by the beautiful nail. It's been one of those days. It's been one of those weeks. It's been one of those lifetimes. But what's new? Let's be honest. It's not like I will lead a boring life. Something is always happening. The great part is, since I am filming this as a time lapse as well, you get to see all my hand motions when I'm not even recording audio. That's what happened. Was the audio did not record, and about 40 minutes in, I decided, no, 30 minutes, something like that, I decided to check the audio, and it was dead. So you gotta be shitting me. You do. So I restarted the laptop, and XSplit had an update, and I go, of course it does. So I went ahead and I updated that, and here we are now. I don't remember what I talked about, but while it was updating, I went outside. I had a break. We all know what that means. I shouldn't have to explain it. Wrote down some notes I will not follow. And here we are again. It's chaos. It's chaos. I think I will start with the first thing that we'll talk about is the update on my wrist. If you don't know what happened, you don't follow my TikTok. Dallas Cowboys lost against the 49ers last Sunday, and I slapped my wrist down on my desk, and now I have a nice looking bruise on it. Yeah. It sucks. We're gonna ignore it exists. That's what we're gonna do. Because I don't want to talk about the game. No. Because it's just gonna make me bitter. And we don't want it that way. Oh, man. But we did talk about something in Miss Coffee's stream. Apparently, I am inappropriate. Not really. I just like to sit there and test. Not even intentionally. I think it just hates me. I am getting known in Mrs. Coffee's Twitch chat for triggering her auto mod. You don't know what that is. It is a system Twitch has put into place that where if you don't have a mod set up, or if you don't have a bot set up, or you don't have moderators yet, and it just helps filter the chat for you. However, you don't have to not have mods or not have a bot to have it set up. You can still keep it set up, and Miss Coffee has hers set up. And it hates me. It absolutely hates me. The only time it seems that I don't hit the auto mod is when days that I'm actually busy doing something. Like today and yesterday. No, today I was tired. I was fucking tired. I was so tired. And I was like, I'm gonna take a nap and blame you. Can I blame you for clout? And she goes, yes, you can. You could say Miss Coffee told you to take a nap. Did I take a nap? Not really. I kind of dozed off in my chair, but I didn't really take a nap. But still, I told her I was gonna blame her for clout. So, if y'all want to know why I'm recording this after 10 o'clock at night, it's because Miss Coffee told me to take a nap. Okay? Delirious. I am fucking delirious. Right, stop with the F-bombs. We need to talk about the differences between YouTube Kiona and Twitch Kiona. Why is there a difference? Because YouTube doesn't like foul language. So it's not like I have a filter on. It's more like, you know how you have a screen door and yeah, it keeps the bugs out, but the rain can still come in, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's what I have on YouTube. Is I don't really have a filter. I got a screen door. So I tone myself down just a little bit so I don't get completely suppressed, which they are suppressing me. That's a whole different story. I tone myself down because I am not a kindergarten teacher. Not saying that people who don't curse or anything are kindergarten Teachers, don't get your panties in a twist. But I'm not the PG person. My kids are all teenagers. Well, one preteen. You know, I never held my language around them when they were little. I'm not gonna start, doing it now that I have kids old enough to curse with me. My kids, when they turn 13, they're allowed to start dropping F-bombs. Before that, cursing when it's appropriate. Because unpopular opinion, which that's what my channels have become, is either unpopular opinions or time lapses. Unpopular opinion, I let my kids curse. Some of them have been cursing since they were 8 years old, Samantha. But F-bombs are saved for 13. Why are F-bombs saved for 13? Because of the fact you let a child say an F-bomb and they're just going to drop it all they want. And not even sit there and think that there's differences between the words. It's about having the maturity for the. Why did I pull this color out? This color does not match anything. You're also going to see me move on to another side in this WIP Chat, and possibly move my camera while I do it. So, what I'm saying is, you give a child permission to drop F-bombs, and because that is the mother of all curse words, they will do it left and right with no meaning or whatever. We have a problem in this household where my kids don't respect my mother, in a sense. Like, they don't, to me, I've taught them words are just words, that there's no reason to be offended by them. There's no reason to sit there and say them. It's intent, right? So my kids seem to like to yell, "God damn it." My mother is a God-fearing woman. Nothing wrong with that. I'm a Christian. I just am not that type of Christian, I have my faith. I don't need to make it my whole world, but I have my faith. And she is the type that goes to church every Sunday, follows the Bible to the T, not pick and choose, like she hates the stuff that's going on with the evangelicals, but we're not talking about that. But she's a God-fearing woman. You can picture a Southern God-fearing woman. That's my mama. So there's one thing you do not say in her house, and that is, God damn it. So from this moment on, I will call it GD, out of respect for her, because who knows if she's listening through the door, and it is her house. In the end, it is her house. Until she signs the house over to me, it is her house. But my kids will say that, not thinking anything behind it, because again, words are just words. It's the intent behind them. That's how I've raised them. And I did that mainly so they could never be offended themselves. They could never be hurt themselves by said words. And also, so they don't give words more power than they actually have. Again, more unpopular opinion. So, I've had to explain to my daughter about how hateful it is to deliberately be using GD around her grandmother when she knows her grandmother does not like the term. Why aren't you sticking? And how that I will not allow. And it's not a disrespect thing, because I don't believe that respect is automatically given. I don't believe in that archaic sense of thought. You know what I mean? We're all humans, and they're going to be adults one day, and you should treat them to their maturity levels. And my children take care of themselves. They still have mom for all the important stuff, but I didn't raise them to be asking mom, how do I do my laundry when they're 21 years old and in college? Yes, I know they go to college at 18, but I know a lot of people who will just sit there and they will bring their clothes home to mom at 18. We're talking about 21, definitely enough time for independence. I don't want to be dealing with that. I had my kids young so I can enjoy my life. There was no way I was raising babies in my 30s. You know what I mean? My oldest, I had him when I was 20. My youngest, I had him when I was 24. Was I 24? No, 23. I turned 24 that year. He was supposed to be born after I turned 24, but he's a preemie. Anywho, back on point. And so I had to explain to her that her sitting there yelling GD and everything else is completely mean, and it's not how we want, we don't want to unintentionally hurt somebody's feelings, because as much as words don't mean anything to us, they mean a lot to other people. And that was a fun talk, because this is my but why child. But why? Because not a lot of parents go out of their way to make sure they know, that they teach their kids that nobody can hurt you with words. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And I did that because I raised my kids that way, because I moved around a lot as a child, and kids are cruel when you're new to a city, new to a town, new to an area. And when you move around a lot from a broken home, nobody knows you. And I moved across state a couple times, and kids are mean. And my dad was very, very cruel in how he would sit there and be like, what they say doesn't matter, but not validating my feelings on the topic. You know what I mean? And that's just the way that generation is about words. It is. But it's kind of funny, because you can tell them words now and it'll upset them. Who you can tell, I can tell my boomer parents now some words that'll upset them. Oh, it's fun too. It is so fun picking on my boomer parents. Not my dad so much. I don't talk to my dad that often. There's some history there. I'm not going to go about on the internet. Out of respect for him. Not out of respect for him. It's a horrible turn of phrase. Out of the fact that he's not in the public eye, and it's nobody's business. It's not out of respect for him. It's more out of respect for my own mental well-being. Okay? I don't need to start trouble. Just to start trouble. You know what I mean? I say that a lot. You know what I mean? I was watching Only Being Chris, and she says something similar. You know what I mean? Just over and over, and I'm like, I do that too. I do that too. Anywho, so I will deliberately say things to piss off my parents. And that's the best part about being from a broken home, actually, from any home, but especially a broken home, because of the fact that if you want to, you can throw your entire history in their face, because it's not one parent's fault, it's both. In the eyes of a child, it's both. So I use humor to cope. Let's fix this. I use humor to cope, and it was not fun growing up in that situation, and I do blame both of my parents, but I don't blame them at the same time. They don't belong to each other. They don't belong with each other. That's the easiest way to put it. I'm grateful they were together long enough to have me, but they don't belong with each other. So I use humor as a coping mechanism. And one of those coping mechanisms is, let's say things that piss them off. But these are like I said, back to the topic at hand. These are the same parents that tell me, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. So I'm actually teaching my kids that words don't really hurt you, but they do hurt other people. And so don't be loosey-goosey with your words, but curse words are not knives and daggers. Yeah, I'm using my ombre tweezers that I got in, I think, my Harley Quinn kit, which that released this morning, that unboxing. I lost my black ones. I think they're under my cat, and he's under my feet on top of my Baby Yoda blanket, and I am not lifting that up just to sit there. Like, the tweezers fell on the ground, they're under the blanket. Makes sense? He's on top of the blanket that I folded up for him. because I forgot to pick them up. And so we're not messing with those tweezers. Those now belong to the floor, and they're pointy bits. You didn't see that because the tray was in the way, but their pointy bits are dulled now, so it's not even that big a deal. I'll pick them up later when I go to pick up the Baby Yoda blanket. But right now, they belong to the floor. Oh. Ow, I'm poking myself with those, though, because those haven't been dulled out. I've been spilling this a lot lately. This is my daily trash lid to show how much trash I get in a day, because I did that one Kawaii Rainbow post review, and I've been thinking maybe I should save all my trash. So, yeah, it adds up quickly. I put a little magnet on this. I'm thinking about selling these on my shop. I have so many magnets. And I thought about reducing the price of the wax binders, but it's the magnets and the UV resin that cost so much. So it's like, how much of that do I want to eat? You know? Do I want to... It would be different if I could consistently get them at a decent price at bulk, which I can't. So if I do reduce them, I think I'll do it as a sell and reduce them by like 10% to 20%. That'll bring it down to $4.50 or $4. And yeah, you're thinking $5 for that little wax binder. Look, listen. I'm gonna tell you something. The magnets on the back of that gummy, of this gummy right here, the magnets on the back of it, total is $1.42. And I'm not even joking. For two of them. They're 72 cents a magnet. So that's $1.44. So that's not even counting the price of UV resin. A bottle of UV resin, if you're stuck going to the store and not ordering online, the cheapest price you can get, or the average price you can get, like from a Michael's or a Joann's or something like that, is a 2-ounce bottle for $30. It is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Now, I admit I bought a couple of those bottles, but I have found a better supply. And so I can do things now with UV resin that don't cost so much. And like I said, that will give me the ability to discount the price of the wax binders and do little sales and stuff like that. In fact, I hit all 3 of my goals this month. What do you mean all 3 of your goals? Not my stretch goals. Not my stretch goals. I hit my bare minimum goals on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and I hit my stretch goal on Instagram. So, I forgot that I would be posting regularly on Instagram, so I set my goals to 210 and 230. Or no, 210 and 220. I hit 220, which is my stretch goal. In like no time. So, that was not an issue. My YouTube goal was 400, with stretch goal 450, and as of recording this, I think I have 404. It's either 403 or 404. I think it's 404 because I remember making a joke about error 404. You know what I mean? My TikTok goals were 1,000 and 1250, and last time I looked, I'm at 1095. So I hit that 1,000, which I told y'all last week I hit that 1,000. So we have the ability to go live on TikTok. I have not done it yet. So I wanted to go live when my friends could be around, but then at the same time, it's TikTok live, so I don't want to make a big deal about it. That's what I'm going on with my Twitch, like getting that stuff, which we'll go into that in a minute. But you know, it's like TikTok live is not like Twitch live, and Twitch live is not like YouTube live. And in fact, YouTube and TikTok are the only places I've ever heard about on my live. It's like it's a stream. on my live. I don't understand how you can take the technology that was made big by platforms like Ustream and Livestream and Twitch and Justin TV prior to Twitch, take it, you were streaming, how you that and change it to live. I don't understand that, so you will never hear me call it a YouTube live. You will call it a YouTube stream. Because that's just the way I've been doing YouTube, Twitch, and, well, Justin TV. I was a viewer of Justin TV in 2010, and I made my account in 2011 to go live on Twitch and to stream on Twitch. So that's the only place, to go live, that makes sense. But on my live does not make sense. And I don't make fun of YouTube creators for this because, like I said, it's what you're taught. It's the atmosphere you do it in. Like, YouTube doesn't really have that live streaming atmosphere that Twitch has. Twitch is all about the live streaming community. And it is amazing. And I love it. And it's addictive. And my ADHD is just not letting me do it. Let me clarify. I have to clarify. Clarify! I have to clarify here. Yes, I make myself laugh. If you don't make yourself laugh, what are you doing? I have to clarify here. I need my office to be clean. My office is my studio. I consider it my creator studio. The reason why is between the computers, the diamond painting, the crafts, all galore. This is a creative space. I'm not a creative person, but this is a creative space. Okay? So, this is my studio. It's my creator studio. I even have a sign on my door right now that's lit up red saying recording. Anywho. So, my studio is in disarray because I started to clean it. If you know anything about people with ADHD, and OCD, a combined ADHD and OCD, which is horrible. We make it messier before we get it clean. And when I mean we make it messier, we pull everything out because we have full intention of organizing everything while we're cleaning. The problem with that is we don't have the attention span to stay focused on one thing more than a day, if that. So I did great for like 2 days, and that's a miracle for me again. Right? Have not touched it since. It's been almost 2 weeks. On Sunday, it'll be 2 weeks. And so it is a disaster. I can walk on the floor because I swept up a pile. I can use my diamond painting table because I use it every day. I can use my desk because I use it every day. But my workspace to do resin crafts, can't do shit. Cannot do shit. My table that has my toaster oven for like shrink film and all that, and other things that require a toaster oven, I guess sublimation, which I don't do yet, but can't use that table. My glitters, my paints, everything buried, So I need to get on the ball because once I get everything organized, I can go back to streaming on Twitch. And for all you people saying, "Oh, you don't need your, nobody's gonna see your face." Yes, they are. I don't have a VTuber. Or what was Miss Coffee calling it? A PNG tuber. I don't have that, and I don't want that. There's nothing wrong to people who have that and want that, but I don't. It took me a lot of time. I didn't put my face up on camera until 2013. Yes, do the math. My first YouTube video was in 2010. My first streaming started at January of 2011. And it wasn't until summer of 2013 that I started putting my face cam up. And in a 1080p stream, picture this is the stream, right? This area is the stream, these 3 blocks. This was my face cam. You get the idea. It was a tiny little box in 2013. I didn't even blow up my face cam until 2014, where you can actually see my face. So I went through all that anxiety and all that buildup. I can't even take pictures of myself without a filter. Okay? I do not have a very good self-esteem of my appearance. I never have. Don't know why. I don't want to think about it. I know it's stupid, and that's why I don't harp on about it. Okay? But it took a lot for me to build up to being on camera. I am not going to take away from all that hard work and personal self-building to put it behind a VTuber or a PNG tuber or anything else, or even go no cam. If I'm going to be live streaming, my face will be on camera. And so that's a big thing about YouTube is if I'm going to do that, I need the area behind me clean. I cannot have it to where everybody sees my disaster or a mess. Yes, I have sent video messages to people. I have done some TikToks on my mess, stuff like that. But that's different than the potential. When I was streaming in 2014, before I got swatted, I got raided by Wild. Good friend of mine now, but back then I didn't know who he was. And I got raided with over 900 people in my channel, in my chat at one time. I did not know a soul, didn't know who this person was. I was playing Minecraft. And so, kind of embarrassing not to play Minecraft and be a Minecraft content creator and not know who Wild was at the time on Twitch. But suddenly I had 900 pairs of eyes on me that I normally didn't. Yes, I was sitting with about 50 people prior to that. Because this is my heyday. We talked about my heyday back in 2014. You know? I was sitting with people, but it didn't hit me how many eyes, the potential for eyes until that moment. And it's like, any time you can be hit where all eyes are on you, and because of that moment, I will never stream with a disaster behind me. Nope. 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 I just happened to use a green screen back then, but I will never do a green screen dropout either. I have so much stuff behind me, between my collectibles, my coffee bar, my craft setup, like everything that I've been working on so hard for over the past year. It's like, why cover that with a green screen that'll get in my way and then my cats will tear up and waste a lot of money on? I don't have a lot of money. I just spent $30 on a lapel mic for my phone for TikToks and a couple other things. It ended up, couldn't even tell you the balance, but I had to use a pay in 4 because I can't afford to even spend $30 on one object unless it's a pay in 4, and you can't do a pay in 4 on $30. You have to have $50 or more. So I don't have all this money to be wasting on a green screen for cats to tear up. It's stupid. I gotta get my cat fixed here in a couple months. My daughter's cat, she was due to get fixed. I was saving up for it and everything else. She got pregnant. She's getting fixed as soon as she can. As soon as this baby's all born. And we already have some potential home for the babies. 2 people have shown interest. At the same time, I will give them a good home, get the females fixed and everything else if they don't find a home. You know what I mean? Why not fix the males? Because I don't have a lot of money. And so let's reduce our chance at kittens by fixing the limited amount of females I have. We have a total of 4 female cats, which this is between the farm and the house. Okay, so 2 properties. There are 4 cats at the house. 3 of them are 2 of them are male, 2 of them are female. there are... Hold on, I gotta do some math here. Wait. Barn Katie's, Meow Meow, Snowball, Knight, Jasper, Mia, Kevin, Gray. Said Meow Meow. Oh, Benji. There's 10 cats at the farm. Okay? So, out of 14 cats, 4 of them are female. So, out of those 4 females, 1 is not fixed. So, am I going to fix 10 male cats? Or am I going to fix 1 female? And maybe a couple female kittens, if I'm stuck with female kittens. The good thing is we do have that option of the farm where we rescue and turn cats into barn cats. Limited, obviously, because, we're not a non-profit or anything. We pay for the food and everything out of our own pocket. So, we're still limited on what we can do, but at least it gets strays off the street. They have a home they love. And usually we don't have an overpopulation problem. But again, usually you get them fixed before somebody lets them out. I won't even go into that. I'm not gonna. And you can have your opinion. I don't care. Look, if you're just gonna start a fight in the comments, it's just gonna be deleted. I don't care. That's what's good about being around for so long. I've been on the internet since, oh god, what year was that? I was 8. I had, 95, 96, turned 8 in 90. No, I turned 10 in 96. So 94? I've been on the internet since 1994. Okay? 94. So I really don't care about somebody's opinion about what to do about the cats. Because I've had cats even longer. Okay? Things work for us. We save a bunch of strays that people don't care about. People are mean. They just drop these cats off in random neighborhoods, and everybody tries to find a home for them, and it's either a kill shelter or our farm. And so, yeah, I'd rather they be at our farm. Oh no, I cut the washi tape because I was being pissy. Hey, I need to fix the camera. Give me a minute. Where's the pause button? Sorry, I had to adjust the camera. You're still at a little bit of an angle here, but where like this section looks smaller than this section is the angle of the camera. But at least now it's not as bad as it would have been. That's a good time to sit there and change the subject because I forgot what we were talking about. All I know is I was pushing buttons. I lived to push buttons. If y'all didn't know, I don't know if I mentioned this. I probably could have. I don't remember. I am the youngest of 4 children. I am the only daughter to my father and my mother. Neither of them had more kids after they remarried and shit like that. I am the youngest child. It's nice. And the only girl. My big brother is turning 44 this year. Holy crap, I get to make fun of him. My little brother, yes, he is older than me, but he's still my little brother, which is my youngest brother, so the third in line, is just turned, he's 20 months older than me. He just turned 38, I want to say. 38. Yeah, I'm 36. And if you notice there's somebody missing there, that is my brother that I never met. He passed in December of 1985. I was born in September 1986. And before you do that dirty ass math, and yes, I'm going to call it dirty ass math, no, I was not conceived at the same time. I was born a month and a half premature. So, suck it, nerd. Do I like stirring the pot? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I can't smoke it, so I might as well stir it. I didn't say that. Y'all didn't hear that. I'm an angel. Sorry, I'm grabbing my greens right now. You can see part of it. I like to grab a group at a time. Like right now, I figured I'd work on this section right here. Of course, do that line while I have the green out. And do this section right here. So I might do this section first and then do that. And that way I can move into the circle. That's a good idea. I'm glad I thought about it. Where's that you? You, with your words, I'm not doing it. We are not going to sing Taylor Swift. I am not a Swiftie. Not saying there's anything wrong with that. And no, I'm not sitting there going, oh no, I gotta make sure I didn't offend anybody. I'm like, no, there's not anything wrong with that. I get offended when other people are offended. I really do. I'm sorry. I offended you, that offends me. People get offended over stupid things, though. We're not talking about legitimate issues. See? This is the struggles of ADHD. What do you mean by struggles of ADHD? Well, we talked about my organization problems. But me, when I get hyper-focused on something, I get hyper-focused on it. Again, if you don't know me, I am... Oh, that was the point I was making before. Again, either way, I am diagnosed with combined ADHD. If you don't know what that is both inattentive and hyperactive, formerly known as ADD and ADHD. You can have both. Inattentive is where you get the squirrel from. You see a lot of people go, squirrel. Yes, that's my ability to hop around from topic to topic. Hyperactive, that is my talking a lot. There's also so many other symptoms, but those are the ones you will see while I am doing a WIP Chat a lot. So, what I was saying before is I am the youngest and only daughter of my parents. And so I'm used to stirring the pot. I really am. I'm used to causing trouble because of the fact that when I was a kid, like when my parents were together, which my parents my mom filed for divorce, I think, on my 7th birthday. So it wasn't very long. It's very young and childish. You know what I mean? Very young and childish. So when my parents were still together, I got everything I wanted, and it wasn't just because I took advantage of it. I mean, sometimes I did. But I was the baby girl. I was daddy's little girl. I was mama's little miracle because I am the only child that was born without fertility drugs. And I was a girl. My mom told the doctor, "Are you sure? I don't have girls." I make fun of her for that all the time. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he was sure, Mom. I'm here, and I'm pretty sure I'm a girl. But I'm what was known back in the 90s as a tomboy. What is now known as a bruh girl. Don't ask me what it means. I don't know. Apparently, here's from what I understand. Thank you, TikTok, for educating me on this. From what I understand, tomboy was offensive in one way, shape, or form because a lot of it assumed you played sports like a boy, you basically acted like a boy, and that it was offensive for biological girls transitioning into males, stuff like that. And so bruh girl is just like a girl that doesn't follow gender norms, which I never did. I played video games. I wanted to play sports, but not like I wasn't good at it. I just didn't understand why I couldn't play with the guys. You know, I want to have fun too. Why can't I? That type of thing. So, I never understood the gender differences. Like, why is that a boy thing? Why can't I do it? So, my mother bought me Legos. She bought me toy cars. She bought me Barbie dolls. You know, so I had gender norms, but at the same time, I wasn't confined to my gender. Thank God. I mean, it was funny. When I was 13 years old, September 1990, I got, I don't even remember what I got that birthday. But, so, wrong one. December 1999, right before Y2K. Back in my day. You know, in the olden times, let me tell you a story. In the olden times of December 1999. Okay, that's as much as you're gonna get of that. Back then, I was 13. My mother got me 2 game systems. I had had a Game Boy before, so she decided to upgrade my Game Boy and got me a Game Boy Color Pikachu edition. Actually, hold the phone. Okay, now hold your horses. This is not the same one from 1999. You'll understand by the story. But this is what I'm talking about, a Game Boy Color Pikachu edition. I call it the Pikachu edition. It's Pokemon edition. But, you know, it's got... Mine has Pokemon Yellow. Again, Pikachu edition. That's what I called it. So I got that for Christmas, and I got a N64 with Zelda Ocarina of Time. I think I got my brother's old one. I'm pretty sure I did, because he got a PlayStation, or he had a PlayStation. I don't remember. Either way, those were the 2 consoles I got for Christmas, 1999. Over winter break, so right after Christmas, my brother took off, started some shit, and pawned them to get back from Tennessee. At the time, we were living in Alabama. So yeah. But anywho, it was that Christmas that my mother decided, okay, I'm not gonna buy her just stuffed dolls and this and that. This is what she wants. She wants gaming stuff. So that was the big deal about that Christmas. And even though I think I had it for a week. I didn't have it for long. I had to talk about the Game Boy. The Game Boy I didn't have for a week. The N64, that trip was actually during spring break, I think. Either way, I had that like a little over a month or something. I don't even remember. But I didn't have him for long, but it meant a lot because of the fact that my mother finally accepted that she has 2 kids interested in video games and that it wasn't fair that my wants and my loves were being ignored because I was a girl. And yes, I have a Pikachu or a Pokemon Edition Game Boy now because of that, because of how much that meant to me. And when I got that as a birthday present a few years back, I cried because it means my friends really do love me, and it meant so much to me. I'll never be able to tell them how much it means to me. And I'm not gonna get teary-eyed over a fucking Game Boy. But yeah, that was probably one of the best gifts I've ever received. Oh my god. Not now, eyes. Not no. I have severe allergies, and oh, I feel so sorry. I grabbed my t-shirt, and there was the microphone there. Where are we at? We're at 44 minutes. I will try to turn that sound down. I will actually write 44 minutes. 44:30, I think it was what it was. I will try to turn that down for y'all. So, if I didn't, sorry. I apologize. Oh, I got emotional on y'all. It happens. Look, I'm a girl. I'm, how do I put this nicely, hormonal right now. So, tears are easy to fall. And I apologize about that as much as I apologize about everything else. There's no need to apologize for being yourself. There really isn't. It is so much easier for me to babble on and on and on during a freaking WIP Chat. Did I say that earlier? I don't know. Because I feel like I'm having deja vu. Like, I can't talk about my day. Hard. Okay. So, now that we're 3/4 of the way in, let's see. I told y'all about Sunday, me punching the desk and getting the time lapse out, which that actually did very well, and that made me very happy. That made me where I am obviously continuing the time lapse. So this is, week 2 will end on Saturday. Monday I had the Powerpuff Girls issue to where the comments got disabled, and Miss Coffee made fun of me. She said that I was so inappropriate that it probably sounded like, "Hi, my name is Kiona, and we're going to fucking unbox this Diamond Art Club right now." It's like, I'm not that bad. I am not that bad. I wonder, do I actually sound like that? Hi, my name is Kiona. No, I don't. Have I got delirious? Maybe a little bit. We're fine. Everything's fine. Oh, it's been a while that I won't finish a section by the end of the day. Because I try to stop on a section. Like if I'm doing this the brain fart. I try to stop like when I get to an end of a section and that's the end of the day and that's it, and that way it's a nice crisp ending on the time lapse for that day. I didn't do that on the first day, but obviously, which was last Monday. This Monday I did. Which obviously won't be the case this time. Don't ask me where I was placing that. I have no clue. My brain. Alright, so Monday, Powerpuff Girls comments got disabled. Miss Coffee made fun of me, but in a loving way, not in like a bitchy way. Because I always get on. I'm testing her auto mod. um. Oh, Tuesday. Well, right now it's Thursday. So what happened Tuesday? I can't tell you what happened Friday, Saturday. That's too fucking long ago. Tuesday I existed. I think I started working on Hey Puddin' on Tuesday. I cannot confirm or deny that, but I think it was Hey Puddin' I started working on Tuesday. I also got the D20 thing out, which I had done last week, and I haven't even done the D20 for Sunday yet. For TikTok, I sat around and did nothing like a horrible lump of human pooey. I don't know. I don't know what I did Tuesday. Yesterday, I did nothing. I got a video out. I got the sectioning video out that I had been holding on to. Its comments got disabled. Fun. No, that one's comments didn't get disabled. I'm sorry. But that one it's doing. The time lapse, great. WIP Chat last week, great. And other people have the similar unpopular opinions, great. You know? Then today, I woke up stupid early, which is not like me. Normally, I sleep till almost noon. So anytime I wake up before 10, it's exciting. And today, I woke up at 5 a.m. So I'm freaking tired. And delusional at this point. So, I got the Hey Puddin' unboxing out. and that comment got disabled, and it put me in a shitty mood. Prior to that, because if you notice, I release all my videos. I try to do it at 10 a.m. I like that 10 a.m. time. Sometimes I will go earlier. I will do like 8 a.m., but I don't like going past 11 a.m. I shoot for that 10 a.m. Like, I don't know what this is scheduled to be at. I'd have to look. I wrote it down. You know, because you're watching this, or listening to this, or whatever it is that you're doing. Now, don't be naughty. Don't be doing that stuff. That's not what this content's about. This content is to preoccupy your brain while you're sitting there doing some mundane task or while you're crafting. Yeah, instead of watching TV and not getting anything done. See? That's what this is for. So, I woke up early. I worked on this. Then Michael had an issue. I woke him up. I fixed his echo because it was broken. And he's downstairs. 6:45. He's downstairs. I'm in here working on the diamond painting and watching Supernatural because Supernatural. And next thing I know, 7:07, he comes in here and he goes, "Mom, I don't know what happened. One moment I'm sitting there waiting for the bus and it's like 6:52 and the bus doesn't come till 7. I was about to leave. And the next moment I am waking up on the couch." So I laughed deliriously like I always do. Yeah, I've been hearing it like a lot this whole time. So I laughed and I'm like, okay, when does school drop off begin? He goes 7:15. At this point, it is 7:08. So I grab my coffee. Don't ask why I'm drinking coffee at 11:30. Well, it's 11:30. Did it really take that long to record this clip? Probably. So I grabbed my coffee and I grabbed my stuff and I took him to school. Get home. It's 7:30. I walk in the door. I had left my purse and keys, and all I had was my phone and my coffee in my hand when I walked in the door. And I told Sam, I go, "It's cold out there." And she looks at me and she goes, "If it's so cold, can you give me a ride to school?" It's like my body knew that she'd want to ride, so I didn't go get anything. I didn't run my errands yet, like I normally would have done if I had dropped a kid off at school. So took her to school. I went straight from the high school to the Murphys, and I got my cigarettes because I've been buying my cigarettes 4 packs at a time. I will explain that in a second. I got my high chews because high chews. Got my gas. I went home. I felt productive. Was working. Was doing a bunch of stuff. And then the video came out at 10. Comments disabled. Then I get everything back up. My post. It's never showing the comment. It doesn't show that the comment's there. It's showing me 0 comments. So I'm constantly checking and it still says comments disabled. I'm like, okay. An hour and a half goes back. And an hour and a half goes by. All the way down to an hour and 39 minutes when it decides to disable comments again. So I fix it. I am now pissed. I am in a shitty mood. I am in Mrs. Coffee's live and I just don't want to talk. So if you know me through Mrs. Coffee's live, look at me calling it live now. See? If you know me through Mrs. Coffee's streams on Twitch, because you definitely wouldn't know me from YouTube, but if you know me from her streams on Twitch, you know I'm pretty talkative. If I'm around, I am totally hyperactive, talking about everything and anything, trying to talk to everybody because I'm socially awkward. And so if I'm around and not talking, I'm in a bad mood. I am not hyperactive at all. I am hyper fixated on something I did, something that went wrong in my life. And so for the past 2 streams, I haven't been very talkative because I'm not going to sit there and say, "I'm having a bad day. I want all the attention," because it's not my place. It is not my place to bring the attention on me. Yes, I tend to do it and I apologize. And if you have seen me do it and you want to speak for Mrs. Coffee, she already knows that I do it, and I have apologized, and she knows that it's not intentional. And she's seen me act that when I realize what I'm doing, I stop talking, or I'll change the subject, or I'll try to hop along with what chat's talking about, because I don't like the attention on me in another stream. It's not fair to her. It's not fair to the chats. I love the chat. I go to live streams for the chat. Um, soft flex here. Not really. I have been a mod for Strippin and subbed to him for a long time. I remember I subbed to him on my daughter's birthday, and I became a mod the same day. No, I didn't sub to him on my daughter's birthday. I became a mod on my daughter's birthday. I think it was 2015. It was either 2014 or 2015. It was a long time ago. I'm pretty sure it was 2015, though. I don't want to overstretch and be like, oh, it was 2015 or 2014, and then it'd be 2015, because that sounds like a dick. So I've been a mod a very long time. I do not mod. You can go to Strippin and ask him yourself. I have not modded since that day. He got raided by, well, I modded a few times. Okay. I haven't modded since probably like 2016. But he got raided by Syndicate. If you don't know who Syndicate is, old Twitch. I don't know. I don't know who's relevant now. I don't know what people know. And he got raided by Syndicate, and I was being talkative. I was being very, I was being part of the community, and he goes, Kiona, here. And I modded. And I modded for him. And he modded me, and I just became a mod, and it was that it. And I had been around so long that I do help when needed, but honestly, his chat is so well behaved, you never really need a mod. But, that he knows I exist. So I was getting to a point here. I had my 99-month sub yesterday. I happened to go into his chat. I go into his chat once or probably about 3 times a month. But I only say something when it's sharing my sub, because it's hilarious. Because I have a founder's badge. There's not a lot of people with a founder's badge. I don't know why. It's just the cycle of viewership. It just happens. So I have a founder's badge. And I have 99 months, and 40 of them have been consecutive. I never hit that consecutive button. So 40. That is a year and a half. Or almost a year and a half. A year and 4 months. Right? 99. That's a long time. I can't even imagine. What's that, 8 years? Holy shit. 8 years. Because the only reason it's not consistent is he used to get my Prime sub, and I got tired of not being able to keep up with my Prime sub. My Prime sub now goes to Mrs. Coffee. But I got tired of not being able to keep up with my Prime sub, so I switched to it just automatically comes out. But so, yeah, that is 8 years and 3 months. I'm pretty sure of it. And we're in 2013? Maybe it was 2014. Wow. When you do it that way, it's like, oh. Because I've been a mod longer than I've been a sub. Wow. That's crazy. But that's my minor flex for the internet. No. What I was sitting there saying is when I go in his chat, I literally is just to drop. When I go to socialize in the chat, it's literally just to drop that big bomb, because why not? That's my minor flex. And, but I stay for the chat. I love his chat. Absolutely love his chat. Yeah, I'm there for him, but that's the best part about Twitch is the chat. So I went on a tangent for nothing to sit there and talk about how I love chats. And so when I accidentally try, yes, I'm using the word try because that's what it is. It's an ADHD thing. You see it a lot with children, but you can see it in adults too. When I try to get the attention focused on me, and I realize I'm doing it because I'm an adult, and I can realize I'm doing it, and I can recognize my mental issues, and I can sit there and adjust accordingly. 1:07. Oh, I didn't realize we're at an hour. Sorry, I was trying to stop it from coughing, and I tried to pause to cough, and I didn't get the pause button pressed. Anywho, what I was saying is when you can act accordingly, and I'm on behavioral treatment, you can sit there and say, "Oh, I'm doing it again. Let me adjust." And the easiest way to adjust is not it to just not to acknowledge it to other people, but what to just realize what you're doing, calm down. Like mine's all ADHD focused, so I calm down, right? You don't need that far out. I'm gonna stare at my notes this whole time. So I refocus, calm down, and I come down to where I can get into the conversation with the chat and try not to focus on me. Because what it is, a lot of it is that I can relate with this, and this is how I relate to this. And if you are not neurodivergent, that looks like, let's talk about me, let's talk about me. And again, I try not to be that way. It just happens. So, like I said, I have discussed with not just Mrs. Coffee, she's just the most recent one, and she understands, and I take care of it myself. She has never had a complaint about me, as far as I know, she has never had a complaint about me. I've had my own complaints about myself, but that's a different story. And she hasn't told me to stop. And I said, if I ever do it, just tell me, stop. Like, if I don't notice it, just tell me to stop. And I realize, my anxiety will tell me, shut the fuck up. And that is a good way to end it right here, because we are an hour and 2 minutes into this, which will end up, I don't know. Sorry, I thought I saw an air bubble in one of these. I am going to probably finish out these circles and go to bed. Y'all have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one. What do we title this? Tangent? Tangent? Isn't that perfect for it? Because, like, this entire thing was an ADHD tangent. Really. Squirrel! There we go. We name it Squirrel. Sounds good. If you like what you saw, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. If you want to come back for more, there's a subscribe button and a notification bell to know when I put out more content. If you really like random, I got a TikTok and a Twitch that I'm not putting anything on yet. Instagram and Twitter. All Kiona BT is where you can find me. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever, you just want to talk to me, comments are open down below. And maybe I'll start putting my Discord in my info. Not this time. Either way, I'm out of here. Y'all have a wonderful week and a wonderful time zone because it's nighttime for me. I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.